Hi, Elise here again, coming to you from Darien, Georgia. If you are tuning in for the first time, check out my other two videos that I recently posted. One took you on an art tour of all the great galleries and shops and artistic talent we have right here in Darien. And then also restaurants and food choices along the waterfront here. We are a small town, only a population of about 2,000 people. We are on the riverside, marsh side. We do have a beach access out at Sapelo Island if you take a ferry, but on the coast, we don't here are the only county without beach access. I'm pretty sure of that. That's on the water. I don't know. That may not be a fact, but, but the beach is out there. The ocean's that way. But we get to see the beautiful river and the marsh and amazing sunsets. And Darien offers so much for such a small town, and I want to share that with you. So today I'm going to take you on that same route. It's about a mile loop, and I'm going to hit the shopping spots. Places where you can get gifts and souvenirs and art and essentials, all those good things. So I'm starting here in my own shop, my own studio. It's called cleverly, very clever, The Studio, because I do a lot of different things here, and I'll go into that more at the end of the video. But I thought I'd start inside, and then we'll step outside where it might be a little noisier. And I don't go inside the places, but I am going to list the websites or Facebook pages of the businesses that I mention and show. And yes, so you'll be able to learn more about each business that way. This is just to show you the loop and what is offered here within this close little distance. Okay, here we go. First here, right next door to my shop, is the local exchange. They have a wide variety of food items, gift basket items, baby gifts, books, historical books, references about Darien, about the county, local history. They have t-shirts, they have mugs and crafts and Darien souvenirs, just about everything you can think of. And they have ice cream. How about that? So you definitely need to stop in for all things Darien. All right, I am now walking up toward the bridge. Depending on your direction and coming into Darien off of 95, you will have taken an exit. It's not our prettiest exit, but you would be, as I am walking, you would come into Darien and the bridge would be ahead. Now, if you're coming from Florida and up, that's our pretty exit. You will take in and you cross over a number of bridges and beautiful marsh scenery and lots of nature. But in any case, I am going to turn right on Broad Street. This is kind of our main street, you would call it. And our first store is Broad Street Antiques here on Broad Street. So it's Tuesday, it's a Tuesday afternoon. We are coming off our big Blessing of the Fleet festival. We had huge crowds here. But things have calmed down, and most of the shops are open. However, I would suggest that you come Thursday through Saturday to hit our stores, because many are closed earlier in the week, as is Broad Street Antiques. But they have beautiful antique items, and you definitely need to check them out. Next is the Shanty Cafe for your coffee. And Everyone's enjoying some coffee outside because it's such a beautiful day. All right. Okay, so I feel awkward when I'm walking and talking and people can overhear me because, well, I pretty much know everybody in this town too, so that's sometimes kind of strange. I'm sure they're wondering what I'm doing. Anyway, so the coffee shop, they probably have like, to be honest, I don't know if they have any kind of gifty items or anything. I don't recall seeing anything. And then this is our Mexican restaurant, Blue Bay. But back to shopping. We have Marsh Hen Studio, and you can definitely do some shopping here. Amazing artwork, vintage items, just really a variety of cool things, gift items. Again, not open today on a Tuesday. Check out these hours, Thursday through Sunday. So Darien is a little quiet during the week. Come on the weekends. Up ahead here is our hardware store. It's spring and lots of beautiful flowers to choose from. Of course, like any typical hardware store, it's got your nails and screws and all those necessities. It does have fishing gear, pretty much anything you need right here. Hi! Everybody saying hi to me. So First Georgia Hardware Marina right there on Broad Street. So now I'm flipping back around, turning around, going back up Broad Street the other way. I'm going to turn right down the hill up here. I'll get back to you. Heading down. All right, heading down this hill. We've got Skipper's Oyster Bar and Grill here on the right. But over here to the left, we have Marsh Pirate. It's an outfitter store. They also have a tap room, and you can get snacks if you're boating. You can hop off the boat and park it. I don't know if that's the right way. Dock it. Dock it. And grab some snacks, grab a drink. But they also have clothing items, fishing gear, just a wide variety. They have Darien merchandise, Marsh Pirate merchandise. So check it out, check it out. They are open today. Here is their window front. Ice, beer, wine, snacks, reel spooling service, frozen bait tackle, cigars, coolers, sunglasses, dockage apparel, gifts, outdoor furniture. To the right, Marsh Pirate is our waterfront and the park, and all the shrimp boats are still docked, maybe not all, but a good many of them. You can see them there in the distance. Can you see them back there? Yes, we have concerts. We had a great lineup during the festival. We have these cool tabby ruins. I'm going to do a future video more on the history. But I'm going to turn back around, go back up the hill, and head back up to Broad Street. Skipper's, incidentally, has t-shirts and hats and that sort of thing that you can get to remember your visit to Skipper's. And next we've got Tabby House Brewing Company. Same thing. They have t-shirts, steins, I believe, like beer steins. They are a brewery. So you can get Tabby House merchandise when you visit. All right, I have turned right. I'm in front of Tabby House, moving along here down Broad Street, heading toward next Nautical Treasures, Boutique on Broad. Again, a beautiful variety of gift items, artwork, photography. They still have their decoration up from the festival. Looking good, looking good. And next door here, Waterfront Wine and Gourmet. A wide selection of wines. Honey for sale. They have cheeses. Lots of yummy stuff in there to enjoy. All right, moving on. I am going to turn right down Broad Street, cross over 17, Highway 17 to the other side. About to cross 17, there again is the bridge. To the right of the bridge is C2C Printing and Publishing. I will do a future video of services provided here on the loop. I'm going to cross 17 and head across the way. Look both ways. Welcome to Darien, Georgia's second city, founded in 1736. Only Savannah beats us. So we have River's Edge across the way. They have merchandise, t-shirts that you can get when you go to eat their fabulous food. We have Friendly Express right there. Convenience store, gas station. It's got all your snacks and drinks and things that you need when you go out on the boat. Down that way is down to the park that I showed earlier. There's stairs that go down to the water. It's between River's Edge and over here, where I'm headed next, to Oaks on the River. Oaks on the River is a small boutique hotel. They have a lovely gift shop with clothing, artwork, gift items, and so forth. So even if you're not a guest in the hotel, you should go check out the shop. Get a better look here. There. All our gorgeous oak trees. Spanish moss draping. All right, continuing on. Right across from the hotel is our newest addition. You want some? I think that's what it, y'all want some. It's kind of a slang, you want some. It's a coffee bar and they have food items. So they closed briefly, renovated, and then reopened, and I did not include them on the walking tour of places to eat, but I do know that it's delightful. And look at the grounds, how inviting. Yes, but you can grab a coffee through there. Ta-da! So I apologize that I didn't put them on that last video. Oh, look at that. Mr. Rooster there. Do you see him? Okay, I am continuing past the hotel and I am walking the sidewalk of Fort King George. All the way at the end of this road, about maybe a half mile. It's not all that far, 3/4 of a mile, but far enough. I'm not going to walk all the way there. Is Fort King George historical site, and it's definitely, whether you're a tourist or a resident, something that everyone should enjoy and experience. You can take tours of the fort. They have a film that gives you the history, and they have a lovely museum gift shop. So it's straight ahead down this road. There's also the Canopy restaurant, which I featured. But I am going to turn us, and we're going to head toward Vernon Square, taking Franklin Street, turning left, and heading toward the square. Approaching beautiful historic Vernon Square. It circles around, surrounded with churches, beautiful homes, historic homes. I'm walking straight through. I did this on another video. There's a fountain in the center. You can make a wish, but don't throw a penny in. I don't think you're supposed to do that anymore. But definitely make a wish when you come through. And over here, once we cross through, is Sugar Marsh Cottage for yummy chocolate treats. Sugar Marsh Cottage. Beautiful packaging, great gift items, chocolates, and other delicious sweet treats. I think there's some salty treats too. Some cheese, biscuits, and that kind of thing. All right, I'm gonna go back toward Vernon Square, and then we'll head back to 17. This is Open Gates Bed and Breakfast. Future video coming of places to stay here. So I've come off Vernon Square, walking straight ahead back to 17, which is where we started at the studio. I am back on 17. I am walking past the courthouse, and I'm going to cross over here to our art center. It also has a museum. I'm at the Old Jail Art Center, McIntosh Art Center. Art, handcrafts, pottery, photography. And then right behind we have doodlebugs for your floral needs. And I do believe she has some other gifty items in there. I have received beautiful bouquets, so I know what a wonderful job they do. Then, let's see, I'll go this way, back out towards 17. Nice little park here where you can sit and contemplate. Through there, on the other side, we have another convenience store. And I'm gonna hook around here. I should have added them to the food tour right within walking distance still across the street here. Keep walking, keep walking. We've got the coastal market. So, wait a minute. There are two things. They own both. There's the coastal market, which is, I believe, the grocery store. And then here is another little market. Just called the market, that's correct. Called the market, and again, I should have put them on the tour for food because, and yes, 17 is a busier road, but right across, you see it right there, the market, they have fish, shrimp, crab, all of that delicious seafood department that you can buy. And then they serve, you can get shrimp baskets, fish baskets. They have crab dips, lots of delicious choices. So definitely want to put that on the list. So I've turned around, I'm heading back to where I started. There's the convenience store. Upcoming is the courthouse again. And there in the distance is my place. There are some other businesses. There's our newspaper, some real estate offices, a tanning salon, but I'll feature those at a future date. And then also the churches, especially around Vernon Square. They have thrift stores that are open most of the time, like Wednesday, Thursday, again, and close early, so you have to check their hours, but you can find some great finds there. So that pretty much completes the loop. I'll pull into my place before I say goodbye. I am back here at my business, the studio, out on 17. You see the Friendly Express across the way. Yes, also known as Walton Street, 11 Walton Street. I am an art gallery. I offer a variety of friends, family, local art. I have gift items, smaller items as well. I also teach sip and paint, primarily on the weekends, Friday and Saturday nights. I have a website, darienstudio.com, and I also teach fitness classes. When people walk in and see all this floor space, they look a little confused, but that's what's happening here. I have this space to teach. So check it out, darienstudio.com. Check out Darien, great little town, so much to do. You can park your car and enjoy everything on foot, as I showed you, all within a mile, 2 miles tops. Up 17, there were other shops, businesses to check out. But I would suggest getting in the car, grocery store, Dollar General, some other shopping, but the main shopping is around the waterfront here. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please subscribe, leave some comments, share. Thank you very much. Till next time.